I could give you a card and you have a combat for my card. We're saying that girls need to hold back on sharing and listen more. And not only hold back on sharing, but we also need to know when to stay and when to bow out. I feel like there's a lot of girls that don't know when to leave.
Can
I also
please?
feel like... Here.
Yeah, sorry. Here. Oh, no. Sorry. Sorry.
Cookie crying is insane. Like, wow.
I mean, I don't know why she's crying. I genuinely don't know. Because obviously when we saw the cut and at the start, I was like, okay, maybe someone said something to her. But I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna laugh at her. I genuinely don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know why she's laughing, why she's crying.
I've never seen Cookie cry before.
YouTube, welcome back to the Romz video, and today we're going to do the reaction video reacted to. As you guys can see the title, man, you guys already know BKCHAT, they dropped again, season 7 episode 5 part 1, stop giving men the cheat code to break your heart. Okay, so this is going to be very interesting to see what this video is going to unfold. And as you guys can actually see now, I did a poll actually. I did a poll basically saying if you guys prefer the green screen, you guys prefer the normal background on my older videos. Basically just a wardrobe, you guys can see shit like that. And the poll results, I forgot to take a screenshot of it, but I remember the poll results was 50-50 on Instagram. I also posted my Snapchat so I could see both type of social medias, which one it was, and they leaned more to the green screen. So if you guys enjoyed the green screen backdrop, I mean actually it's just a green screen. I don't know why I'm gassing it up like it's some next thing that no one ever done before and shit like that. So as I said, like yesterday, you guys can see got the green screen popping and shit like that. Actually, fully no, I think this whole time, man, and me being so dumb, I'd never used the green screen properly. So you guys can always see like the corners and shit like that, where you know, where you can see like white shit on the corners and stuff, and it kind of, and me being OCD, I didn't like that, you know what I'm saying? So I sorted that shit out, put it on properly this time, and you guys can't really see it, but you guys can see like there's no corners or anything like that, so that should remain like that. Anything else before I get into video? And as I said, to just keep on grinding at the end of the day, man. I really do appreciate you guys tuning into the channel, shit like that at the end of the day. But before I get to the video, actually, sorry, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. So as I said, any other videos you want me to react to, drop me down in the comments below, DM me personally. Oh, actually, funny enough, I didn't actually mention I've changed my layout a little bit as well. I changed my layout so you guys can see the socials are at the bottom there, a little bit more smaller. You guys can see it right there on YouTube. But the normal full face on here is still normal, you know what I'm saying? The social a little bit bigger there, but I've changed the socials as well because it does get in the way a little bit of the video stuff as well, so you guys can see the full picture stuff. But yeah, who's 200 subs, guys? We're grinding 161 subs as we're recording this, and also as well, actually, double upload. I've been doing some bonus videos as well, just, you know, because just to be like for breaking news and shit like that. So we still upload every single day, but we're also doing that bonus uploads just depending on what type of stuff as well, because I do pre-record my videos and stuff like that. I know I'm going to Yap session, so I'm going to put another timestamp of when the video does start. So if you guys do not want to hear this part, you guys go straight into the video. But I want to say is that I've done like a pre-record like 9 videos basically, and you know how the world is. I like to basically record on stuff like what's trendy and stuff like that. And so BKCHAT uploaded yesterday, but I had like other videos planned anyway. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload still those videos, but I'm also going to upload an extra video as well, just so you guys can eat a little bit more, enjoy a little bit more Romz content on Romz Reacts. Or for example, my other video when I did about 3 months left in the year, that was just because, as I said, we're here at reached October, and that stuff as well. And obviously if a major event happens in this world, or a major event happens or something, I want to react to it, or I want to make a video of it, it will be a bonus upload as well. So you guys, it's going to be mostly 1 video per day, but sometimes it might be twice a day, just depending on the thing as well. And also we also always upload the clips and shit like that as well. So that was a bit of a Yap session, guys. I need to get that in because most of my videos have been basically pre-recorded, so this is like an up-to-date type of video that you know, I wanted to release to you guys as well. But anyway, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. I already mentioned that already, but anyway, let's get straight into it, see what happens.
Only miscalculate. You can get it wrong.
So you think that by looking at my image, you could get across my boundary? I'm telling you right now, you cannot.
My
you know what? You
relax. If I want to it's just one.
The red flags is like 2, the green flags is like 100. So is the 2 red flags enough for me to leave?
You're really good at picking the worst types of men. Wait, hold on a second. Wait, man, if women could handle the truth more, men will tell you the truth. She's... Oh my God.
Sorry, can I have a minute? Sorry.
Oh, why women?
I don't know. Okay, I thought she was joking at first. I genuinely didn't know she was actually crying. I don't know what the hell happened there.
Always so emotional and have to relive every moment that triggers them when talking about situations. Sometimes just involve yourself in a conversation and not take it too personally.
Let's get the intro this time.
Welcome, family. What's poppin', family? What are you saying, family?
Bro, looks like some next Afrobeat singer, bro. What the hell?
Also known as Emily Kiswalker. Also known as the Alpha Male. I'm back like I never left. Tay-tays, it's not for a long haul, just for a short stay. Pop-up shop things. But I hope you enjoy the episodes, and I hope you love the gang, because it's what we do. Back chat, family.
Everyone's gonna hate me for this one, but actually, the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. Don't watch this video if you're not healed. I'll be so real, because you're not gonna be able to take it. At the end of the day, you can only get played if you're an idiot. You can only get played if you're a fool. It's really that simple. If you're naive, if you're stupid, whatever word you want to use, you don't know the knowledge, so it's easy to get played. 9 times out of 10, you gave him the cheat code on how to play you. You told him everything that he has to do to be able to get what he wants. You told him, I don't open my legs unless I'm in a relationship, and you're wondering why now in 2 weeks you're cuffed. You told him that if you're not taken out on about 4 dates, you're not going to go to a hotel with him. You told him. You gave him the cheat code to play with your heart. And it doesn't matter if you told him implicit or explicitly, you still told him. At the end of the day, they can only play you with what they're given. So this is how to not get played. So stop telling people your boundaries. Keep your boundaries in your head, okay? This boy is not your friend. You don't need to tell him nothing. Do you get it? You don't owe him anything. Let me give you an example. Let's just say in my head, I'm not going to link a guy unless he's taken me out about 4 times. Let's just say that. He has to just keep taking me out. And let's just say he takes me out 3 times and now decides, oh, can I come round? Do you want to come round? You don't need to say anything. It's just done. Stick to your boundaries, no matter how small they are, because small boundaries always turn into big red flags. He ruined it for himself. He's never going to know that he ruined it, but he doesn't need to know, because as soon as you tell them, they're going to make a change. As soon as you tell him, oh, no, you've only taken me on 3 when I said 4. Oh, he's going to start, and he's going to talk his way out of it if he's a good talker. So girls, again, let me repeat for you. Have your boundaries in your head. As soon as he breaks it, just walk away. Block, bye, on to the next. Because I guarantee you another guy's going to move you in about 2 weeks' time. It's never that deep.
Okay. I'm sure you guys are probably as confused and baffled and flabbergasted, because I'm flabbergasted by that, of what she was just saying. I thought she was joking. I can't believe she went on a monologue for that. Bro, I'm gonna say how it is, bro. Some girls give bad advice to other girls, bro. I'm gonna say how it is. I do not give a shit. Some girls give such bad advice that destructs other women, and it's so annoying. It's so annoying when you're doing it. Like, why? Like, you could ruin one good woman out there, and this is the problem. Like with her, for example. I'm gonna break it into 2 parts. I'm gonna talk about what she's talking about in terms of the boundaries bit, and then talking about basically in terms of the first one's going to talk about the boundaries. The second one talk about if it's your fault for getting played. So the boundaries bit I want to get into. The first bit is that you have to let what is she talking about in terms of why can you not tell a guy your boundaries, and then you get mad because he crossed the boundaries when he never even told him. There's a thing called communication. And doesn't matter, you don't have to be in a relationship, you can be dating, whatever it is, might be seeing each other for a bit. Communication is very important. And I hear a lot of women say, oh, well, you know what, communication, my man doesn't do this, my man doesn't, but then the same woman that don't even communicate to your man. Like, she's probably the same woman, right, that talks about, oh, why am I not getting communication from guys or stuff like that? Because you're not communicating with your woman about your boundaries. Why the hell would you keep your boundaries to yourself? Listen, if you want to keep your boundaries to yourself, that's fine. But don't complain if the man starts stepping in those boundaries because he doesn't know. He's just going off blindly. He's just going off ways. If he told him up front, listen, you know, I don't like to have sex before I get into a relationship or sex before marriage, then he could be like, okay, cool. There's some guys are gonna be like, okay, cool. This woman's for the streets. Some guys are like that because this woman's for the streets, or this woman's recreationally. Actually, not recreational. This woman like, okay, cool. I can't be arsed. I'm not gonna wait. Or some guys could be like, you know what? I respect that. That's a really good woman, and I'm gonna cuff her. So this thing about saying that, oh, well, you know what, I don't tell your man about your boundaries, ludicrous to me. Ludicrous to me. If imagine another man telling another man, oh, don't tell girls about your boundaries, they'll call him insecure, they'll call him a wet wipe, they'll be calling all sorts of names. But then when the woman does it, it's okay. So that's the first one I want to say, the boundaries. And that's just like a service that I could get more deeper into, but I want to hear what the panel say. The second thing I want to say is in terms of was the boundaries bit, and then it was about the playing, about your fault getting played. I disagree with that, in my opinion. I do disagree to it to a certain extent. I do hear a part where there is instances where women do get played and it is their fault, 100%, because there is some women that live in delusion where they're so far in love, where you know this guy's a dickhead, but they ignore the red flags and they still get played, where it can be DV, SA, grape, all this type of shit. There's certain times where it is the women's fault. But on the other hand, it's not 9 times out of 10, because there is times where guys can easily manipulate women into thinking that they're the right man, but they're not. I've seen it. And I used to believe the opposite. I used to believe, yes, they're mostly the women's fault. When I was like red pill mindset, where I thought, yeah, it's all the women's fault. But when you actually deep it, it's not always the women's fault all the time. At the end of the day, like, it depends on the circumstances and stuff like that. Like, there's times where, like, you know, because women are emotional, right? Women are emotional creatures. They're emotional beings, and that's fine. There's nothing. That's just how they are. I can't get mad at something that's biologically what they are. You know what I'm saying? But that doesn't mean that, yeah, it's mostly their fault and stuff like that. That's just what it is, my opinion. Those are the two things I want to say before the panel speak as well. But yeah, that's actually ludicrous to me, crazy.
Made that video because she keeps getting played, so she obviously feels like an idiot. So she's chatting to herself.
She definitely got played before, man. 100.
Not nobody else. She's the idiot.
So today we have an OG with us. He's been on loads of seasons, as you all know. So we've got Lucas.
So, are women victims of heartbreak or architects of their own downfall? I feel like when we're accountable, true healing comes and it allows you to move forward. I feel like men have no choice.
But this is the question. I think it can be. I'm not. This goes. People say, "Oh, why you sing on the fence?" But I think it can be both. But I think you can't just say, "Oh, women are victims of." I think, what was the question again? Sorry, guys. Victims of heartbreak. It depends on the heartbreak. Because, like, that's just a generalized, I don't like generalizing shit, you know what I'm saying? Because then there's just no context onto that. So, like, for me, like, it depends on the circumstance. It depends on the situation. And I wouldn't say that they are architects of their own downfall either, because I said it goes back to my point. It depends on the situation. So it's a very open, it's a very non-context type of question. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean?
Or architects of their own downfall. I feel like when we're accountable, true healing comes and it allows you to move forward. I feel like men have no choice but to deal with this because actually no one's coming to save you. Whereas our female counterparts have the luxury of waiting for us to come and save them. So accountability isn't one of their strengths.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes, yes. Women talk too much sometimes.
I still got that girl's voice in my head. I can't. It was just very, I don't know.
I think sometimes when you, and this is something I had to learn as well. I think naturally when you get with someone or you're talking to someone or you're dating with someone, you have a partner, you only want to let your guard down. You only want to open up to that person and bring your wall down. But what I've learned is when you do that too much, or maybe sometimes it's timing if you do it too early as well, because you also want to grow with the person. But what I've learned is when you talk too much, it doesn't always work in your favor. I think sometimes as a woman, you have to kind of give a little bit. I think sometimes giving a lot too much, sometimes too early as well, it doesn't work in your favor. Though we think it does, I think women were very emotionally wired. So the way we think is very different, but it doesn't always work out. That's what I've learned. I think sometimes you have to reel it in and take it slow and give slowly and little. So I think she has a point when you say you can sometimes tell them what they need to do.
Girls, if you talk too much too soon and you give away too much, a guy will use that against you, and in the end, he will play you and you will end up crying because it's your fault. No one forced you to talk too much, or no one forced you to give him the codes of what you want or what you don't want. A man doesn't care. Once they get what they want, they're gone.
Well, I'm kind of on the fence with this question, only because on one hand, sometimes you need to say what you want because some people don't know because everyone's different. On the other hand, I shouldn't have to say if you don't have the qualities, you don't have the qualities. But as well, even if I tell you, if you want to play me, you're going to play me. Do you know what I'm saying? Your intentions are your intentions. Some people might take what you've said to me as, okay, this is what she likes. I'm serious about her. Let me put this into our relationship. But on the other hand, if it's someone that wants to play you, he's going to play you regardless of whether you told him what you like or what you don't like. Do you know what I'm saying? So, I don't know, I'm on the fence.
I think in regards to the video and the question, I disagree with what the girl is saying. I think it's quite silly. I think it's a very naive approach. How is the opposite sex going to know what I want if I don't speak? It's kind of silly. I don't feel like, in relation to the question, that women are the architects of our own heartbreak, because all we can do is put out what we want. And then
women, we need to be honest with ourselves. We kind of are the architects of our own downfall. Are you telling me you haven't seen red flags and you still continue to date that guy?
I've been saying it. I call it Cookie. Listen, normally Cookie, she says a bit outlandish shit, but I have to agree with her. That's what I'm saying. I think it can be both. Like, for me, I can't, because there's times where I can say, yeah, women need to take accountability, 100%, bro. Women don't take accountability. I'll be honest. Women don't take accountability like that. But on the other hand, there is times as well where women are actually victims of this as well. And there is shit men out there. So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, I can't say, yeah, it's mostly this or mostly this, because it depends on what type of scenario. If they give a scenario and they say, okay, is this woman a victim of the heartbreak, or a downfall of the architect of their downfall, then I can actually make a decision to be like, okay, cool, I've got the scenario, and then I can be like, okay, cool, that's the reason we're either the victim or architect of their own downfall. So it depends on the situation for me. I don't know what you guys think in the comments. You guys always entitled for your opinion, no matter what it is. So guys, drop down the comments below what you guys think as well, because yeah, it's a sticky one. It's a sticky question, I can't lie.
What she's saying,
see how it
what she's saying
gets
is
perceived,
literally,
I guess.
if you tell a man, I like this, I like that, I like that, a man's gonna literally give you this, give
Why
you
wouldn't
that,
he?
give you that.
If you're getting to know each other, it's the
I had this
norm.
conversation with a woman recently, and she was basically saying, I shouldn't have to tell you what I like.
That's so silly.
Of course
I have to tell you.
No,
you don't know me.
No, but if a man does what you like without him asking, it's basically sustainable. If you can tell him what to do and he can sustain it, it's natural for him. I like my door opened for me, and the man starts opening the door for you, and it's normal, it's natural for him. He opens the door for the woman to go through, it's sustainable for him, then it's calm. If before you never told the man, I like a door open for me, he didn't open the door, then you now tell him, I like the door open for me. He opens the door, opens the door. He now gets what he wants from you, and he stops opening the door. How are you going to feel?
Yeah. Okay. Okay, this is a tricky one, because things like that happen to me, I'm going to be honest. However, if he stops opening the door, then it was never true to begin with, and that's fine. Lesson learned. Love is a losing game sometimes, so you win some, you lose some.
If a woman tells you what she likes and you don't do those things, she's gonna stop talking to you because she told you what she likes and you wasn't doing it. That means you don't like her. If she tells you, I like this, I like that, and you do this and do that, it doesn't mean that you're just trying to get a box. It means you're trying to do what she likes to impress her.
She was more talking in terms of boundaries, and I think there's certain things that should be non-negotiables, and I think that you shouldn't have to say. And I think that's what she was referencing a little bit more. I do think that you lot could do yourselves a bigger favour earlier on by not letting people know exactly what your boundaries are, because then I think unserious men will filter themselves out fairly early, whereas they probably will hang around a little bit longer if you say certain things because you're helping them. I'm talking about early on, it's different.
But as Cookie said, if he's going to leave, he's going to leave anyway, so why does it matter? If someone's serious, they're just serious.
Would you not prefer them in your life for a shorter amount of time?
So I've not experienced that one, however...
I think, I can't remember who says it, it's like, it's too hard to like concentrate on the things you can't control. Like, so... anyway, back to the question. Are women the architect of their own downfall or their own heartbreak? To a degree, yes, and to a degree, no. to a degree, yes, in the sense that as men, we vocalize, and I think I've seen it being in the audience and conversations we've had and multiple shows we've done. Like, men will tell you exactly what they want, exactly what they're looking for, exactly how they like it. And as I'm speaking to you now, you're already combating what I'm saying to you. You haven't even bothered to listen. Cookie. Feels like you're irked by the things that I'm saying. You only get a reaction if it's close to the truth.
Guys, we're quite simple, bro. Like, let's be honest. Like, women are way more complicated, man. Like, I'll be completely honest. Like, there's times like when I spoke to women in the past and shit like that, where they want this, they want that, or like they expect you to know everything. Because let's be honest, like the things that women want, it sometimes it does turn to like, emotional a little bit, where they actually want it in that moment, but then in reality they don't. You know what I mean? But then with guys, like we're quite simple, bro. Like, we don't ask for too much. We generally don't ask too much in a relationship, really. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we're quite simple. Like, like women could easily figure out what men want. Like, it's not hard for us to figure this out, but I think it's way harder for us to figure out what women want, because every woman's different and every woman has different types of wants. Compared to men, we're more aligned into like what wants. If I told my boy, yeah, oh, like what do you provide, or what do you like want with a girl in a relationship? You'd still tell me, and I'll be like, okay, cool, yeah, I pretty much like the same thing. But when if you ask another woman, they want different type of things, you know what I'm saying, or different types of, you know, levels of it, you know what I mean? Like, even if it's the same thing, it's like a different level, like a different caliber of man and shit like that. So, and I don't know the reason for that. I think that's just how biologically women are, but it's fine. That's just the nature of how it is.
Why must everything be told to men? Why can't men use their human brains, their adult brains, to figure out what women need and want?
I agree with that too. I think we need to as well. We need to do a little bit of research. Like, not research, because I think we need to like figure out as well what women like. You know what I'm saying? Like, we can't just like get told what to do. Oh, I like this, I like that, I like that. But imagine my woman tell me, oh, I like this, I like that all the time. I'm like, bro, there's times, yeah, of course, yeah, that's fine. But then even if you give them something they don't like, then you can figure out for the next time, like, okay, cool, she doesn't like this, so I won't ever get that again. So it's trial and error, you know what I'm saying? So I do actually agree with Cookie, I'll be honest. Like, not all the time we have to be baby fed in terms of as guys are like, oh, we need to know what women want. Like, we're hunters, right? So as a hunter, we have to figure out, it's good that we have to figure out what the prey likes. So we have to figure out what the mate likes. It's not where, like, you know, the hunter figure out what the prey like, not figure out what the prey likes, but it's not given, that's not food, it's not spoon fed. You know what I'm saying? It's not like, yeah, I want this. You have to figure it out yourself. You know what I mean?
I'm an adult. I don't need to explain everything to you.
You're the architect you're on down for in that sense. You know, accountability, right? We hear it all the time. You know, there's certain situations you get yourselves into, like. But
the only thing I want to say, just on Cookie's point as well, the only thing I'll say that I hate about what women do sometimes is that they get pissed because that man's not providing for them. That one where, like, you can't expect men to know things about you, because like, we can't read minds, bro. Like, who do you think we are? Like, we're not God or anything like that. Like, we can't read minds of what women want. You know what I'm saying? So it's fine. We have to figure out ourselves. That's fine. But don't complain if you don't get that one, because you never told him in the first place. And don't say, oh, it's the bare minimum. Come on, bro. Don't bother.
You know the guy that you got with is a gallist. You know his reputation is one of, he likes bare gal. But you think you're the girl that's going to change his whole history.
That's what happens sometimes, though. It's not be someone. Maybe it's me.
However, if it doesn't work that way and the evidence presents itself, you're the architect of your own downfall, babe, because you knew what was going to come. Do you know what I mean?
So I should harden my heart and not tell anyone anything. No. As a woman, the ball is majority of the time in our court, right? We kind of decide what goes and what doesn't. And what the guys are basically saying is have better discernment. It doesn't always work like that. Sometimes people can put on a false pretense, and they're encouraging us to have a really hard exterior, which is the opposite of what you're supposed to be as a woman. Which one is it? You cannot win sometimes.
Sometimes you go for it, it works, sometimes it doesn't. Because of that, you've now allowed that situation to change you, that's a you problem. And if you don't get the things you want out in life,
so as a woman, you can't control whether or not a man's going to cheat on you or not. So as a man, you can't control whether or not a woman's going to cheat on you or not. If someone's going to do it, it's going to do it. They're going to do it. You can control the types of people that you pick, though. So that's one thing you can control. So you can have the discernment to try to pick the type of man that's not going to do that, and the type of woman that have respect for herself, that equally she wouldn't go and do that. Yes, I do believe women are the architects of their own design, whether or not they want to admit it or not. And you can the reason why I say that is due to what we continually hear back from women and what they say about men. Now, if you meet a woman and she says, look, she has distrust for men, my ex cheated on me, oh, men are like this, men are like that, men are DV, men are abusive. If she says that, that's fine, that's her experience. But at the same time, are all men like that, or are those men that you pick? Now, if you continually keep meeting men that cheat on you, the common denominator here is you. So, unless you're saying that all men cheat, now if you're saying all men cheat, then why would you even be bothered that your man cheated in the first place? Because then the next man equally would just do the same thing, right? So it wouldn't be cheating, it would be being a man. So the reason why we say architects of our own design, even down to the bad boy image, or she wants a bad boy, a lot of the times when we look at the guys, your exes, or we look at the guys that you've dated, we could have told you this is how it was going to go and end. You might say, you know, should my heart become hardened? No, I'm not going to say that. But at the same time, I'm going to say to you, what good men continually see is that good women of equal stature do not pick these.
I'll tell you this as well with China's point as well, just to echo a little bit. I do hear what he's saying. There's a little bit disagree with as well. I wouldn't say definitively women always pick the bad option all the time. I think there is instances they do. But the thing is as well, let's be honest, man. Women want bad guys, bro. I'm going to say how it is, bro. They don't want good guys, man. Like, they say, oh, there's no good men out there, Bro, they're right there, man. There's simps out there, bro. I'm telling you right now, the simps are there. The simps are there to comfort you, pay for you, do mad shit to you and shit like that. There's good men out there, but then women like say, oh, I'm bored. Oh, well, he's cringe. Oh, well, is this? Oh, well, nah. And then they go pick the bad guy anyway. Like, look at flipping. Remember Ted Bundy back in the day, bro? Look how many love letters this nigga got sent, bro. He got sent bare love letters, bro, when he was in prison. Girls find that shit attractive. Why do you think 50 Shades of Grey is like the most popular romance book, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a reason why for that. It's because women they like that type of, you know what I'm saying, that type of danger in a guy. They don't like a too overly nice guy. I'm not saying a bad guy is someone that has a bit of danger to them. I'm not saying that a bad guy like that. But there's some women out there like, yeah, well, there's no good men out there. There is. The same with men saying there's no good women. There is good women out there. It's just that you choose the flipping 10 out of 10 BBL warriors that flipping have 100k to their name or 200k in their name and they're divorced and shit like that anyway. So it goes both ways. It literally goes both ways, bro. So the same goes both with girl and guy. It's not just the girl only. It's the guys. It's guys as well, man.
Good men, they go and pick the worst types of men of the community.
That's more you changing your type than me being like, I'm not going to tell you my boundaries. I'm going to leave it all to guesswork. I'm going to let you just, that's more changing my type.
All of you women, it's your fault. You're the architects of your own design. You picked your man, yes. You went back when he cheated, yes. When he did DV, yes, it's your fault. But as someone with 3 sisters, some men and emotion, yeah, I'll give it to a few. A tiny percentage of you women, it is not your fault, okay? But to the rest of you, yes, it's your fault. Beef your baby daddy, not me.
I will agree with the statement. And I think the problem with girls is they're very self-centered when it comes to conversation. Because you're more interested in telling somebody about what it is that you want and your boundaries and this and that, instead of trying to find out who the person is. So instead of talking at somebody, you should be asking questions about somebody. Because when you do that, you're able to see what they say about themselves, and you give yourself room to observe how their actions match or mismatch with their words. That's how you catch a liar. And I think that a lot of the times girls are just thinking, okay, he needs to know about me. I want this, I am that. No, find out who you're talking to. And then you completely, avoid those sort of problems.
Listen, Denova about cooking again, man. Listen, last episode she was going after the guy. This is the thing with Denova. This is the thing I don't get about her, man. There's episodes where she's cooking, and there's episodes where she's violating the man them. Because I remember as well, like there was this one episode and people calling her a pick me, bro. Which this is what common tactic women do use sometimes as well, where they agree with the man. Oh yeah, pick me. Oh yeah, this, and the same thing as if a man agrees with a woman as well. Like, oh, you're a simp. Oh, she ain't gonna let you hit, bro. Like, bro, like, what are you shaming for? Like, you know what I'm saying, man. But I agree with Denova, man. Like women love to talk about themselves. There's nothing wrong with talking about yourself, but there has to be a balance where you have to ask questions like, "Am I with the right guy?" And then you guys, some of the women don't even do it, and you give up your box anyway, bro. And you give it up too, and you wonder why he leaves you, man. Come on, bro.
Because I think that people asking the wrong questions. Who cares about what happened with your ex or with this, with that in the first 3 or 4 dates? Like, you don't even know who you're talking to. So why are you telling them your secrets? I think girls sometimes talk too much and don't ask enough questions.
Well, I just think you talking or not talking, someone will still come in to mess you up. You're still going to come to mess you up.
Nah.
You take it? No, sorry, I'm just saying, every man, sorry, let me tell you, every man, I don't know if everybody's going to tell you the truth, but before any man comes to you, he knows 80% of the game is coming to play with you. So either you tell me your boundary is, oh, this. Bro, I'll be your boundaries and bang you. Take it or leave it. I'm just being real with you. Anybody can be like, oh, this, bro. I want to bang you. LV, right? Come on, let's do this. I'll get you LV.
Oh, what do you mean by I'll hear your boundaries and bang you? What's wrong with men? Look at the options we have in 2025.
And so you think that you, by looking at my image, you could get across my boundary? I'm telling you right now, you cannot.
My
do you know
sister,
why you cannot?
relax. If I want to fuck you, I'll fuck you with anything.
It's just great, bro. You can't, bro. Must want to fuck you, fuck you. What happened? Yo, who's this guy, bro?
What it is this just you still talking about your boundaries, telling me about you saying this.
Nah, God, he lost me, bro. He lost me, man. Listen, I agree that, guys don't care about women's boundaries. They don't want to fuck. I completely agree with that. But that doesn't mean, he can fuck Denava. What? Bro, like what? Without consent? Bro, do you want to get locked up like your Akon, bro? Do you want me to go play the song? Do you want me to go all the way to the studio and play, saying, get locked up, don't let me... You want me to sing that or something? Do you want me to be a choir? Like, guys, like, if I want to bang you, I can bang you, bro. That's great, bro. Without consent. Are you taking the piss? This guy's the next Young Philly, bro. What is going on here,
Let me tell you something, yeah. We're in a date. You're saying, oh, who cares about your ex? Who care about... I don't care about your ex as well. I care about your pum-pum. So let's talk. What do you want? You want this, you want that, you want this.
One thing I will respect, though, I disagree with him. I disagree with him in terms of that. But one thing I respect his honesty, though. I like it.
It's okay, I'm listening. I'm going to tell you my own thing. I'm telling you I'm coming here.
I'm going to be honest, bro. We're all girls, as guys, but let's be honest, man. Like, when women speak sometimes, you be like, nah, I just want to smash, bro. I just want to smash, man, and dip. Like, bro, like, we all go here, man. Don't be one of them. Don't be one of them guys. Oh, I never do that. Yes, you do, man. I know you're lying. I know you're smiling right now as well. I know you're watching this. I know you're smiling. You know what I'm saying, giggling and shit like that. I know exactly what type of guy you are. I ain't say am I that type of guy too? Guess I am.
Okay, I'm not coming for a relationship.
Do you know why you would feel with a woman like me? Because I would be asking you the questions.
You ask me the question, I'll give you the answer you want to listen.
But guess what? You can always catch a liar. That's the thing.
It's true,
and that's where women are not observing enough.
Is
because
liar,
if somebody takes you...
Is a liar a fish?
Listen,
bro, a liar is coming to you as a liar and you're telling me you want to catch a liar.
Something.
All men has their intention, If I'm coming to a girl, I know what I want to do. But if I want to play you, I will find her and play you. Just be a girl of good behavior. Nobody wants to lose a good thing. You get what I mean? If you're a good girl, I'll keep you. If you're not a good girl, you get played. It's lifestyle.
Lying is something. If you're speaking to somebody that is honest, if you're speaking to somebody that actually stands on what they're saying, they don't even stutter, they don't think twice, they don't take 3 seconds to answer.
Do you know what a liar is?
Not only that.
Do you know what a shitter is? Do you know what you're saying?
But this is the thing. You don't ask one question one time. You ask questions, you follow up with the actions. Let me tell you something. Men are not very good liars. You guys think you're super bad. That's why you guys get caught cheating all the
Some
time.
people have their storyline on their notepad.
Oh, I will be honest, man. We are shit liars, bro. I'll tell you this, man. And I ain't even trying to be like, side with a woman all the time, bro. Women are fucking good liars, bro. Some women are manipulative, bro. And I had an example of this as well. I watched a video actually of I don't know what, I forgot what it was, man, but they're in a relationship, right? This woman and this guy, right? And then she was lying about saying that, yeah, I'm faithful, but I'm not cheating. But at the time, you could think it was so believable. It was the most believable shit. I thought, okay, cool. I believe this woman, she's faithful. You find out later on, she was cheating the whole time. Bro, women are actually really good liars, bro. This is the thing, this is an underrated trait I think women have that they don't know about themselves. It's fucked. It's like Medusa, it's like Medusa, what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy, but they are fucking good manipulators and liars, bro. I think the manipulators and the liars are most of the women more than the guy. I think guys are we're easy to spot, bro. I'm be honest, we are easy. There's good liars that are guys, of course, but there's way more good liars for women, bro. I'm gonna be honest, man. Like, if you're not experienced a good life from a woman, bro, then he's probably not experienced a good life from a woman. And especially if she uses your beauty as well, she's good looking. Lock it off, man. lock it off, bro. That's the fucking devil at that point, bro. I swear to God, bro.
Okay, follow that one again.
I have two things to say. Number one, when you said, it's the men you go for, there's pastors that cheat. There's people who you think are the most amazing husbands, but
there's pastors that don't cheat.
Finish,
and there's husbands that don't cheat.
And I didn't say there's not, but I'm saying you're saying it's the people that I'm going for.
But you could have picked a pastor that didn't cheat.
Are you gonna let me finish? Because I let you finish. You're saying it's the people that we're going for. There's men that come across as saints, that come across as amazing people. Let me finish. That come across as amazing people. He's telling you all the good things. He's telling you, I want you to be my wife. I want us to get married. I want us to da-da-da-da. But sneakily, behind your back, he knows what he wants. He just wants to get.
Do you think all men do that?
I didn't say all men do that.
I'm going to say something to you. You're really good at picking the worst types of men.
I'm not.
No, wait, hold on a second. Wait, no, I'm not saying you, but the scenario you're giving me, I'll give it to you. But I do not believe that's the majority of men. So if you as a woman, you go and pick the type of man that's going to go and do that, just like if a man picks the type of woman that will do equally the same, I'm going to blame him. See, the difference between men and women is we have accountability. If a man says to me, oh, my baby mama's this and my baby mama's that, and this guy beat it and she done this, bro, I don't want to hear it. That's your baby mom. You picked that. You could have picked another woman, but you picked that. You didn't have to go shoot up at the club but you did. The difference between men and women is I'm not going to hear that, but I continuously hear women talking about men lie. Of course men lie. I want to tell you something. Men and women do lie, but men lie. And this is something that your father would have said to you. Let me continue. You women can pick who you want to be with, yeah? And this is the beautiful thing about life, yeah? There was once a time where your father, your uncle, your brothers will have a part to play in picking the men, yeah? And this is where we talk about traditional things. But since you guys don't want to do that whole way, now you can pick the men. And when you go out there and you pick men, a lot of the times you don't pick men that got the best wishes for you. So all I'm saying to you is it's either that you believe all men are like this, yeah? Or there's a certain proportion of men like this, and if that's the case, then why do you keep picking these men? And if it's not that and all men are like this, then it doesn't matter what man you pick.
I have a question.
Wait, so if someone comes to me as a saint, how am I supposed to know? You're saying, oh, I'm picking the wrong people, whatever. How am I supposed to know that he's a devil if he's coming to me as a saint? How am I, if he's come, what do you mean? Okay, so what's the right questions then?
For example, I would ask questions like, what do you do right now? You tell me his job. That's okay, even if he lies. I will ask more questions.
Are you people babies? I don't. Wait. Sorry. Are you people babies?
We're just playing devil's advocate.
But it's like that's why I said, are you babies? Like we're adults, yeah. And throughout life, when you grow as adults, you develop instincts, right? So for your friends.
But when we said we had women's intuition, you said it was bullshit.
No, wait. Sorry, bro. I didn't say women's intuition was bullshit. I said if women's intuition existed, then why do you keep picking men that lie to you and cheat on you?
Women's intuition. We've made it very specific. Yeah. It's just instincts that people share, right? Friendships, you develop instincts for things. Danger.
Saying about love. You know, with falling in love, man. It's two things. It can lead you to danger. It can lead you to greatness, man. And for me, as I said, my stance on this is like you know, women say fuck men and shit like that. I'm like, okay, cool, that's fine, man. Fuck men. It's your opinion at the end of the day. I'm not bothered. You know what I'm saying? They're probably like 3 out of 10 anyway. But going back to what I'm saying is that like literally. You have free will. You're a grown woman. You can make decisions. The only thing I hate about this is just not even women. It's just even men as well. People make decisions, but then they complain about consequences. If you're dating a drug dealer, I'm gonna be honest, man. And I know there was this woman actually. I'm gonna say actually, when I was working at a telesales company. There was this woman that she was dating. She was lying, saying that yeah, cool, yeah. The guy was what do you call it? He had like a security firm or something like that, but really he was a drug dealer, bro. Like, and I'm like, all right, cool. First of all, you're lying about that, so you're even ashamed to say to your person, to other people, it's crazy. That's the first thing. Second of all, like, you're dating a drug dealer, cool, fine. Date whoever you want. Who am I to tell you who to date? But don't complain if something happens to him, something happens to you, or something happens to the whole relationship in general, to even your family, your friends, or anything like that, where tits go up because you're the person that's dating the drug dealer. And is there instances where, like, you know, women fall in love too much and they're like, yeah, they can't help it? Of course, but that's minority. So going back to my point is that, like, I hate when people complain about consequences when they knew it was going to come. It's like me telling you, right, oh, you're a 20-year-old. I tell you, plan your life up right now. I talk about my Romz talks all the time. So if you guys want to have a little bit of motivation, go check them out too. Pattern your life, achieve your potential. Do what you need to do. Start taking your life seriously. I tell you these things, but then you ignore them. Like, okay, cool, that's fine. And then 10 years later, you wonder why you're not fucking a millionaire, bro. Because I flipping told you that shit. And then you're like, oh, well, you know what? I'm gonna just do the bad habits. Oh, it's too difficult. Oh, it's too... And all this whining bullshit. But we told you don't do this shit, but you don't do it. And then you're complaining about the consequences. It doesn't make fucking sense. It literally doesn't make sense at all, bro. This is a rant I went on, man. I don't even care, man. I had to say it because I'm sick and tired of people complaining about the consequences when you knew it was going to happen to you. You knew that shit was going to happen to you. Like, it's absolutely... And then they complain about social media like they're the victim, bro. What? What are you talking about? What are you actually talking about, man? But I had to get off my chest, man, because I was a piss take, bro.
Different type of friendship groups, you develop these things as you get older, right? So when you get to a stage where you're now developing relationships, it's very fucking simple maths, right? This person's showing me stuff. They can lie all they want, but you know what truth feels like. You know what truth is. You can sense these things.
See, Bambo, you can see what truth looks like.
The mission is already accomplished before you know the truth. Why are you saying truth after mission is accomplished? That's the point. The mission is done. I'm done with you already after keeping you.
And nobody, I'm not saying any of those things without saying that, yes, you can get got. Like, this is the art of a man. Our aim and purpose as a man is to woo you and court you. Do you understand? And imprint, eventually. So I've been, what's the word? I've been sort of groomed for this role my whole, like, naturally, it's innate within me. You can get got. Don't beat yourself up about the fact that you got. But if you're solid within who you are as a person and you're solid about what you want in life, the people that are going to try and finesse you suss out very quickly.
Ask the women a question before you answer
that. Can I answer that? I feel like I've listened to everyone, and I think it depends. I think it depends on who you are and the type of girl you are, and if you're calculated. I'm a very calculated girl, and I think before you...
Yo, do you guys see that? Look at this nigga's face in the middle, bro. Hey, hold on.
I think it depends on who you are and the type of girl you are, and if you're calculated. I'm a very calculated girl, and I think...
Yo, this nigga calling bullshit, bro. He's like, oh shit, here we go again. Yo, that's actually funny, bro. That actually killed me, man. Cause are you sure you're calculated, Majesty? Are you sure?
Before you even start talking to a guy, you need to know what are your intentions for him. And I think you also need to know what cards to share and what not to share. And I think a lot of girls share every single card, especially when he asks let me know, like, tell me something about you. Don't say that to me. What do you want to know about me?
Why does dating need to be checkers? Why does it...
Majesty, why does everything have to be calculated? 5 times 10 is 24. Why?
But that's how life is. What do you expect? Like, what do you think days gonna be? Just all sunshine and rainbows where just a man's gonna come in, you don't have to think anything, you could just be whoever you want. It doesn't work back. That's not how life works. In an ideal world, yeah, of course. But this is the thing. We just got to adapt to how the world is, unfortunately. This is how it is. You have to calculate shit. You got to vet women out. Or, like, for me, I vet women out. Or as a woman, you got to vet men out too as well. Like, you have to. Because you never fucking know. It's a cool world we live in. I always say it. And it's fucking true. Bro, this is how you have to operate, man.
Love just be love. Are we playing checkers?
We're not in 900.
You girls all believe you're in control of those deck of cards that you're holding in your hands.
Yes, you do. Yes, you are.
If you believe you're the ones in control of these deck of cards, right? Like you said, you're a calculated person.
Yeah.
Only miscalculate. You can get it wrong.
It's
right?
when you. I think that's true. You can get it wrong.
So
however,
all the calculations you want in life,
it's fine. You can get it wrong, but it's what to do next. It's the it's
calculating. I'm watching what you're doing. I'm working with what you're doing.
Go ahead. We're not saying.
Going to do to stop
we're not saying. Can you let me speak? Can you let me finish? We're not saying that I could give you a card and you have a combat for my card. We're saying that girls need to hold back on sharing and listen more, and not only hold back on sharing, but we also need to know when to stay and when to bow out. I feel like there's a lot of girls that don't know when to leave.
Can
I also feel like here.
Yeah, sorry.
Here.
Oh no. Sorry. Sorry.
Cookie crying is insane. Like, wow.
I'll be honest, I don't know why she's crying. I genuinely don't know. Because obviously when we saw the court and at the start, I was like, okay, maybe someone said something to her. But I don't know. Like, I'm not gonna laugh at her. I genuinely don't know. I'm just confused. I don't know why she's laughing, why she's crying.
I've never seen Cookie cry before.
Question for the ladies, yeah? I've got a question for you ladies, yeah? Seriously,
Sorry, can I talk
question. She's got... Oh my God.
Sorry, can I have a minute? Sorry.
Oh. Why are women always so emotional and have to relive every moment that triggers them when talking about situations? Sometimes just involve yourself in a conversation and not take it too personal. Cookie, why are you crying, my love? I can't lie to you. Nobody's offended you. Nobody's upset you.
That's what I'm saying. Like, if someone says something to her, I'll be like, okay, cool. That was a low blow. I hear it. But I'm confused. I don't know why she's crying. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. But I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Also at you. Let me punch. I can't lie to you. It's giving gaslighting. I'm not saying you are, but it's giving gaslighting.
Maybe it's happened to her. Probably that's probably the reason. It's probably happened to her where she's been played. It's cool. It's gonna sound fucked up, but this is how the game is, as guys, bro. This is what we do, bro. Most men just want to fuck. Most men just want to fuck, bro. That's just how it is. Like this is just how the world is, man, and it's not gonna change or anything like that. There's good men out there, but most men just want to fuck, bro. It's how the world is, man.
I feel like certain girls don't know when to bow out and no longer like participate, to be honest with you. I feel like you need to, if you're going to talk to somebody, you need to have reasons as to what you want to talk to that person about. For me, whenever I'm talking to somebody, at the end of the day, I always just think I want to have an experience with this person and experience what this person is like. I'm not interested in what your intentions are. I'm interested in what my intentions are. My intentions lead me. So if I know that I don't want anything from you apart from friendship, then I'm going to lead with friendship. If I know that I want more than friendship, then I'm going to lead with more than that. I will show you the cards that I want you to see. But I do also feel like you need to be very calculated about what you're going to do and how you're going to move. But in terms of, back to like the question in the video, do I feel like girls are kind of the archetypes of their downfall? I do, because when they meet a guy that they think is, oh my God, I love this guy, this is the guy for me, they want to give him everything that they have. They need to not do that, because that is how you easily get burned.
That's how you can open yourself up to getting hurt. This is what I was saying earlier on when I was saying at the start, I feel like when you meet somebody, it's true, as I feel like girls don't listen too much. Then I was saying it, listen more, and then people will show themselves to you. Everybody will show themselves to you if you listen enough and you ask the right questions. But if you come and you say this, I need this, and this, in terms of I'm looking for this, and this, then I'm thinking, okay, if I would want to sleep with you, I don't personally do that, like in terms of trying to manipulate girls to sleep with them. But if I was to do that, I'm thinking, okay, I'll work around that and that then. Do you know what I'm saying? You're giving me the line.
Sorry about that, guys. I was being a bit extra. The reason why I was upset was, okay, so this is kind of like triggering for me. I just got out of a 3-year relationship with someone. And obviously people would say like, it's my fault because he lived in Nigeria and I only saw him like once a year.
Okay, but that makes sense because they were talking about it in 2 episodes ago. I'm surprised you didn't cry then because King Richards and China, they were laughing about it. They were clowning her. So I'm actually surprised she didn't laugh then, cry then. Then I would actually be like, okay, cool, like, you didn't need to do that. So I knew it. That's probably the reason. It's definitely happened to her.
It's like, for me, I'm not playing checkers when it comes to love. Do you know what I mean? I'm not saying, oh, I need to say this, I need to do this. Do you know what I mean? So on my part, it's like innocent. Like, I'm just loving innocent because I love somebody. But looking on from the outside, like, I know you guys say jokes and stuff, but it's like really touching because it's like, I went into something blindly because I love somebody. But looking outside is like, you're stupid because now I see it now. I'm the architect of what happened to me because I saw him once a year and he lived in Nigeria. Girl, be flipping for real. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? But it's just, some people are just innocently going into.
Yeah, it happens, man, and she had to learn the hard way. And you know, I do feel bad. I genuinely do feel bad for her because, you know, it's her first relationship where she lived to go in love, and this is why you can't go in love blindly. And I don't think it's as bad as a woman and as it is for a guy. I think if a guy goes in love blindly, it impacts the guy more a little bit. But I'm not trying to compare them both because they're both shit anyway. But I'm just saying in terms of that, like, you can't go in love blindly. Like, this is the one thing you can't do. That's like the non-negotiable. You can't love someone. Like, I don't believe in this thing where, like, you know, love at first sight and love is blind and shit. You can't operate in that way. Not in today's society. Yeah, 100 years ago, 100%, I think you can operate in that reality because people were fucked up people back then, of course, but it wasn't to the same element or the same numbers of what it is today. And now what you see, you have to operate in that way. You have to maneuver. You have to think before you can, you know, love someone. You know what I'm saying?
Something without thinking, oh, I need to play this game in order to not be played. I hate that I'm crying right now, but listen to this conversation and how men think of relationships and women think of relationships. I just feel like an idiot going into relationships or loving somebody with my whole heart and expecting somebody to do the same. Like, I didn't know we were all playing checkers.
I've experienced my thing, and no guy can outplay me because I know exactly what to look for. I know what I don't want.
The future is long.
So
no guy will play you.
Cookie,
the future
so
is
you
long.
take this as a win because you've learned a lesson. Then let me tell you how I got the man that I have. That is actually really nice. He's a good man, comes from a good home. He's educated. Everything that I've asked
this last word's the Nova.
for. Do you know why?
You're boasting. I got my man like this.
Listen,
this is what I did. But what did you do?
I'll tell you what I did.
Interesting. Why not do the full parts, bro? That's actually crazy. But hope you guys enjoyed that video, man. That is episode 1 of BKCHAT part 2. No, episode 1. What am I tripping, bro? Season 7, episode 5 of BKCHAT part 1, man. That is that done and dusted, man. I hope you guys enjoyed that. It was actually an emotional one, and that went on for 50 minutes of me yapping, bro. Jesus Christ, man. I might have to stop yapping a little bit, but hope you guys enjoyed that video, man. Actually, you know what? Let's look at the comments, actually, because I didn't do it in the other videos, but I want to make up for it. I could really start cooking because at the end of the day, there are many girls that I genuinely love instantly. 100%. I do understand what she's saying. I do feel bad for her, but you know what I'm saying? It's crazy. The lack of empathy of this panel needs to be studied. I don't know if they are. They might have empathy for her. They just might not be saying it. The first guy reacted to Cookie while she was crying is so insensitive. She's emotional and what? She's reliving the situation because it's probably traumatic, and some people this slow. Because he don't probably experience because she's not a woman. He's not a woman, innit? You know what I'm saying? The majority of people here are not smart enough or nuanced enough for this kind of conversation or any of that matter. Let's be real. The fact that these men are calling Cookies immature. But who's calling immature? I don't think she's. Yeah, I don't think she. I was confused why she was crying, and I realized, okay, cool, it's probably due to the past experience, and the fact that as well that, you know, I could understand why she was crying because it is quite sad that it should be that way where love is blind. You know, you can fall in love with someone and just it can be all good, but it don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it for the videos. I'll do a few comments anyway. I want to get straight to part 2. But I hope you guys enjoyed that. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, do that good stuff. As I said, any other videos you want me to react to, drop them down in the comments below. DM me personally. Roads to 200 subs. Original link in the description. I'll speak to you guys tomorrow in BKCHAT for episode 2, season 7, episode 5, episode 2. Yo, you know what? Let me just end the video, man. I'm butchering the episodes, man. In a bit. Bye.